What is going on, guys? Welcome back, and this is going to be game number 3 here in this best of 7 between Grubby and the little one. This time we are here on Terminus RE. Now the little one did end up winning last game. We are currently tied up in the series 1-1. Each player, of course, taking one victory off the other. But yeah, the little one winning last game was just a ton of harass. We saw some very effective drop harass from him. Plus, once those ghosts came into play, we saw some very clutch EMPs. He managed to nail the High Templar on at least 2 major occasions, so that certainly helped him out quite a bit, but that drop harass was very devastating. On the flip side, Grubby trying to return some harass with some Dark Templar. He also tried to do his Zealot Warping in the main, but neither of those ended up being all that effective, at least not nearly as effective as the little one's drop harass. So yes, anyways, we are tied up right now, and we are on Terminus RE. We can see right now spawning here in the 6 o'clock position. No, this is the 3 o'clock is Grubby as our green Protoss player, and up here in the 12 o'clock is a little one as the red Terran player. Now, the little one did come out with a fast expand build last game, so let's keep an eye as to whether or not he decides to do the same thing this game as well. This map in particular, very expansion friendly, just given its sheer size. So I really wouldn't be surprised if he decided to fast expand again, although it is quite possible that he will decide to open up with that Refinery 13 and then try to work in some variation of a normal build. He could actually be opening a 1-Rax Reaper expand as well. That's another very popular one. Getting out that Scouting Reaper if your opponent decides to get a sentry early on, you can take that out as well. Probe Scout moving across the map right now for Grubby, and he will actually be moving right into the little one's base before that Rax finishes. Now this is actually really good for Grubby because that's going to allow him to scout through and check those refineries and see what the heck is going on. So there we go, that one refinery is finished. He's actually going to be getting a little bit of shots off here on the SCV. Don't expect a kill, but still doing a bit of damage. Certainly a good thing. Then checking the gas, that's the next big thing. So spotting that over, there's one gas, there we go. So now he's like, okay, everything's looking normal. Let me do a little bit more SCV harass, but the Marine's about to come out, so it is time to peace out. Back over here, scouting SCV for the little one, scouting out that 9 o'clock position first. Unfortunately for him, Grubby is not there. Grubby's all the way across the map, so he should be heading on over sometime soon. Here is that assimilator, and that's actually going to be finished before that Cybernex core comes out over here. So Grubby, is he going to open up Robo again? He's been loving Colossus. He's been going very quick Colossus these past 2 games, so he could very well be trying to do the same thing. Back over here, we do have a factory coming out for the little one, so he was not opening up 1-Rax Expand with that Reaper. Instead, going into that factory, might be doing the same thing he did last game, going quick Marine Hellion and trying to do some drop action. Not last game, I'm sorry, the game prior. That was the first game on Zelnaga in which he did that. Still not scouting out Grubby. Should be heading into his base now that he realizes where he is. Actually, no, he's just going to head back home, interestingly enough. I'm going to assume, obviously, the reason behind this is because given the scout is so late, he's realizing, hey, there's probably a stalker in play, so if I try to even head on over to Grubby's base, I'm just going to lose. I am just going to lose my SCV. The Marines move forward. Oh, very close to taking out that probe right there. Very close indeed. We do have that stalker coming through. Here's a hidden proxy pylon over here for Grubby. Might be going for some early aggression, given the placement of that. We've got 1 and 2 gateways. Will he come out with a third, or is he just going to go 3-gate expand? Could possibly just be going 3-gate expand. We've got that one stalker trying to soften up these Marines. He did a bit of damage to that one, but then was forced to push back after that. But Grubby has total vision right now of this side of the map, so he knows that the little one isn't really doing anything. We got an attempted Hellion moving across the map, and that will be able to bypass that stalker and then head right on over to Grubby's base. Let's see if Grubby decides to drop that force field or if he's just going to contend with it. I think, wow, he's just going to fight it, so here we go. Forming a wall off with his units here, and the Hellion shouldn't be able to make it in, and there we go. Force field dropping down, killing that Hellion. There's a beautiful free kill. Very nice play there by Grubby, stopping those workers on either side of that sentry, making it so that the Hellion could not bypass there. The SCV scout trying to check that expansion. Nothing doing yet for Grubby, though. We've got that Robo, and he's going 3-gate Robo off of 1 base. Wow, this is pretty interesting stuff, but again, keep in mind, the little one himself hasn't expanded yet either. Whoa, look at this, wow. Spotting the fact that Grubby's expansion wasn't up with that SCV, little one's feeling very bold and coming out with his third. If he can get this up, this would be a huge problem for Grubby. It would give the little one a very strong economic advantage. Again, that Robo is just about finished. She will, of course, want to come out with that Observer right away. and he needs to send that right on over to the little one's base to try to get some scouting done. We've got 3 Hellions right now, no starport, and actually coming out with another rack, so he won't be doing any dropping or anything like that. Here's that Stalker getting ready to move across the map, and that Stalker actually does well against everything here, but obviously he is vastly outnumbered, so he's getting a couple shots here on those Hellions. I don't think he's going to be able to kill it, though. He's going to be trying to micro around, and I think realizing that he's in some trouble. Look at this little dance here between the 3 Hellions and that one Stalker. Stalker doing what he can, and there we go. Actually, some more Stalkers again warped in. That is enough to push back those Hellions. Those Hellions are not prepared for 3 Stalkers. They were picking on just the one, but when 2 more buddies showed up, look at those cowards running back home. Yellow, I tell you, they're yellow. All right, we got one observer out. Second observer attempting to come through once that supply block does finish there. That is sad to see from Grubby. That did finish, though, once that Nexus did finish, so we got the rest of those. I don't know what's going on. A couple Zealots moving across right now. There are those Stalkers that were warped in over here, heading back home for fear of losing their life from the pretty heavy army over here of the little one. Again, keep in mind, though, he's not going to have the strongest army because he is, in fact, going for this quick third. What does he have besides this, though? Just sitting on these racks. Yes, we'll be sitting racks heavy. He's got 4 racks coming on through. Should be seeing that starport too. Once he gets these bases up and saturated, he's going to be able to afford to start to make that transition into those medevacs. Back over here for Grubby, what do we have going on? We've got an Immortal coming out. That does nothing for him. There's absolutely nothing right now the little one has that Immortal is going to do well against. That Immortal, of course, will be strong against Marauders and tanks and everything like that. Thors even, but man, oh man, they do not do well against Marines and Hellions, so it's pretty interesting indeed. The little one, here we go, moving into that third. Here's that observer moving across right now for Grubby. Hopefully Grubby does spot out the fact that the little one has moved into his third, because that's really gonna decipher what he decides to do for the rest of this game. You can't see a third and do nothing about it, so we got to see what Grubby decides to do, be it come out with a third as well or try to push out. The observer, though, just going to be sitting idly in the corner. So Grubby really not expecting that third, isn't even going to scout for it. Hopefully he does, though. Right now, that observer is just sitting idly. Now, here we go. We got the 4 Hellions moving across the map right now, trying to get some free kills here, and I think they're going to be able to get a few, actually, because there's not a lot Grubby has in this position to deal with this. Where are his Stalkers? What is he doing? Needs to push forward with those Stalkers, because those Hellions have proven to be a little bit problematic for him right now. Already 1 kill for that one, and 1 for that one as well. So 2 kills shared between these 3 Hellions already. Did that observer move? Please tell me he moved. I really don't know. I really do not know. Did he scout? No, he still has not scouted out, and the observer now sitting in the main, so that's so unfortunate right now for Grubby. Grubby has no idea that the little one has had this third up, and it is running right now. He's got a mule sitting over there as well, a couple SCVs doing their thing. That's pretty rough stuff. This is information that Grubby certainly needs, and he has the opportunity to check it, but he just isn't bothering doing so. What else do we have for the little one? Well, he's turning out those SCVs. He's got that Ghost Academy coming out. A couple more racks here as well. Level 1 upgrade coming on through for those weapons. There's the level 1 armor upgrade and churning out those double medevacs. So the little one will be sitting Marine Marauder heavy with medevac. Pretty much the bread and butter TVP composition. Grubby, what is his decision over here? Well, he's got a couple more gateways coming through. That charge upgrade being researched as well. There's the level 1 weapons upgrade being researched. Hopefully he starts making some more use of those robotics. Would really love to see some Colossus pushing out against those Hellions that will be forcing those Hellions to walk right on back home right now. One Hellion trying to grab the tower, though. He just wants to see the size of Grubby's army and then pulling back immediately. We've got a couple of Zealots moving on over in this position as well, and actually Grubby will be pulling back right now, deciding he doesn't want to engage at this point. Just wanted to get those Hellions out of there. He really didn't want them sitting right outside of his main base. Back over here, there we go. Finally, Grubby has spotted this expansion, so at long last he is aware. Level 1 upgrade's finished. Charge upgrade just about to finish as well. We've got a Dark Shrine coming through, so Grubby will be trying to work some DT into the mid and late game, trying to do a bit of damage, hopefully try to catch the little one by surprise with those, and without enough cloak detection, he could certainly do quite a number against the little one. I mean, imagine dropping some DT right here in the main. There's no cloak detection aside from those scans at this moment. Looks like, though, the little one is getting ready to push out, is mobilizing his forces right outside of his main, just sitting with the Marine Marauder heavy army. Does he have any ghosts in the mix yet? No, he doesn't. He's not even making any right now, so no ghosts yet. He is just about to finish that Mobius reactor, of course, giving those ghosts more energy when they come through, and there we go now, finally starting to build some ghosts. Now, back over here, you can see that Grubby does have a full control here of the Xel'Naga towers in the middle, so sitting at that full map control, he's probably just feeling pretty comfortable. just making sure he's protecting his resource line just in case there are any drops or possibly even any Banshee harass. That's definitely another option. There's that Dark Shrine that is just about finished. I feel like I talked about that eons ago, and I probably did, because it takes a Dark Shrine, well, quite a long time to finish indeed. The Blink research coming through, about 50% of the way finished right now, so we have that Dark Shrine, and here is at least one DT. There's the second as well. Grubby getting ready to move out with some DT harass, and right now the little one doesn't have that cloak detection. Keep in mind, though, he does have those scans. Also, those EMPs can take care of those DT. The DT walking right by that big bio army of the little one. Little one hasn't spotted it yet, so they might be able to do a bit of damage. We want to keep an eye on that big push there as well. So there's the DT getting a couple kills over here. How many is he sitting on? Just the 2 right now. Where's the other DT? Looks like he's up in the main. He's got a few kills, sitting on 2 right now. I'm not sure if he's going to continue this push, and oh no, DT sitting up on the main army there. The little one dropping the scan to take care of that, though. And here comes a big push right now. Needs to drop some EMPs. There, the force fields. Charge Zealot's going forward. No EMPs because the little one is distracted. There we go. Finally laying down the EMP that's going to force Grubby to push back right now. Has he dealt with this DT? No, the DT's still over here doing damage. 15 kills right there for that DT. This DT working down this expansion, sitting on those 4 kills as well. The little one needs to handle this, or else he's going to be taking some... Wow, that DT had 20 kills. This Dark Templar is getting ready to take out that Expo. This is a huge problem right now for the little one. Little one might be losing this. EMP getting rid of that. Hopefully we see a repair. There we go. So little one saving this expansion, but still losing 20 workers there. Oh, that is terrible. That is terrible indeed for the little one. Hopefully he manages to claw his way back from that. Hopefully we see some drop harass or something to try to tilt the scales back in his favor. But that, again, was certainly a big problem right now. We've got another Dark Templar trying to move down. He was actually hoping that the Orbital Command was still burning, but it was not, in fact. And look at this. He's going to get some kills at 1 HP. That is unreal. Sitting at 3 kills already with pretty much no health left. Is he going to get any more? This is absurd. We do have a push coming over here. We have got those ghosts leading the way for those EMPs. Those are some pretty big EMPs he just laid down, then pulling back with the ghost. Looks like that Dark Templar was taken care of, I believe, but here we go. Continuous engagement moving down. There's the Storm to try to deal with those Dark Templar, trying to micro back some of his units. He's doing what he can. It looks like Grubby is pushing back a little bit, though. I'm not sure he's got enough forces to actually contend with that. I'm not sure if those Immortals were target firing down those Marauders, but they certainly needed to be doing so. And that DT was still alive, and he actually managed to force a liftoff over here of that expansion. Little one, though, he's trying to do what he can to get back in this game, continuing up this push. The fact that he doesn't have that third mining, though, is a huge problem right now, so he needs to break through these units and stop some mining, kill off one of these bases, if nothing else. There's another scan going down to try to contend with any DT, and here we go. So the little one going to manage to take this out right now. He's got a tremendous opportunity. If he can take out this Nexus, this will be really good for him. He might be able to hit this one over here as well. He's killing off a ton of workers right now, and he does take out that Nexus, so the little one dropping the Nexus. Some reinforcement units coming across, streaming across the map as well. Little one needs to repair this, but he is quite occupied right now. There's a big EMP again. There's one DT sitting at the front, though. There's a scan to take care of that, and the little one tearing through that last DT. He's gonna take out the second Nexus, and Grubby just calling the good game. Very entertaining game number 3 here between these two players. Right now, the little one is up 2-0. We're going to be moving on to game number 4 in this best of 7 in just one moment. As always, guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Keep watching and keep owning.